Hi students, welcome back to All4's e-learning chemistry classes. Today I am going to start session 5 of mole concept. In the previous session I have discussed some numericals based on mole concept, and in this session also we are going to discuss some more numericals with some more complexity as of the previous session. Okay students, get ready with pen and notebook and write down along with me. Write down students, the molecular mass of, write down the molecular mass of hemoglobin. Just I am writing it as Hb, you take it as hemoglobin is about 65,000, write down please, which contains 0.35% of iron, Fe, the symbol of iron, by mass. Iron by mass. How many, write down the question students, how many number of iron atoms are there in molecule of hemoglobin? That is the question students. I am repeating the question once again, please write it down. The molecular mass of hemoglobin is about 65,000, which contains 0.35% of iron by mass, and you have to find out the number of iron atoms present in one molecule of hemoglobin. That is, in the formula of hemoglobin, how many molecules of iron will be there? That is the question. And data he has given as the hemoglobin contains 0.35% of iron by mass. It means you can write like this: 100 grams of hemoglobin contains, 100 grams of hemoglobin contains, you can simply write 0.35 grams of iron. That is the data given to us. But what is the molar mass of hemoglobin? 65,000 grams he has given. So out of that, how much is the mass of iron? How much is the mass of iron? Now, mass of iron in molar mass of hemoglobin is 65,000 divided by 100 into 0.35. That is simply 65 into 3.5 grams. Okay, now out of molar mass of hemoglobin, I got the weight of iron, total weight of iron as 65 into 3.5 grams. But I know atomic mass of iron, I am giving here students, atomic mass of iron is equal to 56. So, but total mass of iron I got it as 65 into 3.5 grams. Now, I can calculate number of iron is equal to, iron atoms is equal to, you can simply write 65 into 3.5 by 56, approximately round figure equal to 4. So, this is the number of iron atoms present in one molecule of hemoglobin. while calculating the molar mass, then we have to take 4 into 56 grams. That's why your answer is 4, right? So this is the way how to do the calculation for finding out the number of iron atoms in this given question. Okay, students, I will go for the next question. You please better to note it down along with me while I am writing on the board. Right? Ready, students? Write down the density of a pure liquid. The density of a pure liquid, he has given molar mass GMW is equal to 70. Write down, students, is 1.2 gram per ml. 1.2 gram per ml. If 2 ml of this liquid, if 2 ml of this liquid, if 2 ml of this liquid contain 35 drops, then calculate the number of molecules in 1 drop. The number of molecules in 1 drop. For this question, students, I am also giving the options. You please note it down. A 1.2 divided by 35 into Na. B, write down, students. B, 1 by 35 into Na. C, 1.2 by 35 whole square into Na. D, 1.2 Na. These are the options also I have given this time. Why I will explain why I have given. I think you have already noted down, right? This Na is nothing but Avogadro number. We know it very well. Okay. Now let me go for the solution of this numerical question. Right. He has given a liquid and its molar mass 70, and the density also has given 1.2 gram per ml. Okay. And out of that he has taken only if 2 ml of this liquid contain 35 drops. I am writing the data. And finally you have to calculate the molecules in 1 drop. First of all, let us calculate how many ml of liquid is there in 1 drop. As given 2 ml is there in 35 drops, but he is asking you to calculate number of molecules in 1 drop. So let me calculate first of all the volume of liquid present in 1 drop, students, right? Okay, I am writing here 2 ml of liquid, simply I am writing LQ, possess 35 drops. Okay, now if you want to calculate the volume of liquid in 1 drop, what it will become? It becomes 2 by 35 ml. But to calculate number of molecules, we need weight of substance, liquid, and at the same time in the question itself he has given molar mass. If you know the weight, so you can calculate the number of molecules. So to calculate the weight of that liquid, he has given one more data to us, that is density. What is density? Density is nothing but mass by volume. So I can write like this based on the density data. You please note it down, students. Don't neglect to write it down. Right. 1 ml weighs 1.2 grams. That is the meaning of density. But how many such ml is there? That is 2 by 35 ml weighs how much? 2 by 35 into 1.2 grams. Now I got the mass of liquid present in 1 drop. Mass of liquid present in 1 drop. Remaining thing is very easy, students. You are having a molar mass. What is molar mass? Definition again. 70 grams of liquid possess Avogadro number of molecules as per the definition of GMW, what we have learned in the previous sessions. Now 70 grams possess Na molecules, but this time I have only 2 by 35 into 1.2 grams. Now I am writing that 2 by 35 into 1.2 grams possess how much? Now you will get the final answer. Number of molecules is equal to 2 by 35 into 1.2 divided by 70 into Na. The 2 gets cancelled as 35. Here final answer 2 by 35 whole square Na. Yes, students, you got the answer like this. Why I have given the options for this question? 1.2 this is, okay, 1.2. Look at the options first of all, okay, 1.2 by 35. What the students generally do, you got like this, while going for selection of answer, you simply forget that square and immediately you will go for this. No doubt, it becomes wrong answer, you will go for negative. Okay, don't do like that. Please go through all the options in very clear manner. So that's why he has given the correct answer in the option C. Option A mostly in some competitive exams most attracted wrong answer. Maybe before going to select the first option, you please think twice and thrice. Okay, right. The correct answer is now this one. Get ready, students. I am going to the next numerical. Please write down along with me. Please concentrate. Write down. A gaseous mixture contains 40% hydrogen and 60% helium by moles. Calculate, write down students, calculate the total number of moles of gases in 10 grams of this mixture. Once again I am repeating the question, please note it down. First, a gaseous mixture contains 40% hydrogen and 60% helium by moles. Then we have to calculate the total number of moles of gases, means both the gases combined together present in 10 grams of the given mixture to us. So we don't know out of 10 grams how much weight of this and how much weight of this. He has given only mole percent. We know from the mole percent of any gas mixture, we can calculate the average molar mass. This concept I have taught you in session 2 itself, students. Right. Now I am going to calculate the average molar mass of the mixture because he has given mole percent. So now I am calculating average molar mass of mixture. Note it down, students, is equal to 40 mole percent of hydrogen. Molar mass of hydrogen is 2 into 1, and molar mass of helium is 4. In the case of helium, whether it is GaW or GMW, it doesn't matter, because helium can exist independently. So there is no difference between atom and molecule, and there is no difference between atomic weight and molecular weight. So both are same. Okay. I am calculating 40 into 2 plus 60 into 4, total 100. Right. This is 80. That is 240. 240 plus 80, 320. You should be in a position to calculate like this. 320 by 100, that is 3.2. Now I got the average molar mass of the mixture. Now he has, and within the question itself he has given 10 grams of this mixture. Now I am going to calculate number of moles. That is 1 mole of mixture is 3.2 grams. The mass is, because average molar molecular mass I got like that. But he has given only 10 grams. He has given, but how many moles are there? That is 10 by 3.2. That is 100 by 32. 332 is 96. 4 left, 40. 1, I think 3.125. This is the answer for the number of moles of both the gases together present in the given gas mixture. This is a different approach. Numerical by numerical, I am trying to change the model of asking the question, students. So please concentrate. Students, write down the next question. A quantity, I am writing the shortcut, write down along with me. A quantity of 100 grams of a mixture of C2H6 ethane and C5H10 pentane gases occupy 4480 ml at STP. What is, write down students, the mass percent of ethane present in the mixture, that is the question given, students. Okay, let us go for solution of this question. He has given 100 grams of this mixture. Mixture contains two gases, and that mixture is going to occupy that much volume at STP. And finally, you have to find out the mass percent of the ethane in the mixture. Based on STP volume, we can calculate the molar mass of this mixture. I am writing the data first of all. 100 grams of mixture occupy 4480 ml at STP, but STP volume, gram molar volume by 1 mole is 22,400 ml, and the corresponding mass is nothing but molar mass. What is that molar mass? Molar mass of mixture. Molar mass of mixture. I am calculating now. 22,400 divided by 4480 into 100. That is 50. Finally I got. Now this 50 is nothing but the molar mass of mixture. Now I am going to calculate the moles of, total moles of this mixture. just like in the previous question. I am writing the relation. Total moles of mixture is equal to nothing but moles of C2H6 plus moles of C5H10, students. Okay. How you get total moles of mixture? 1 mole mixture means 50. How much weight is there? 100. So write 100 by 50 here. That is total number of moles of the mixture is equal to moles of C2H6 plus moles of C5H10. We don't know how much, out of 100 grams, how much is this and how much is this. Let me consider this as x grams. Write down, students. And automatically it becomes 100 minus x. Now I am going to calculate the moles. Before going to calculate the moles, first of all we should know the molar mass. Molar mass of C2H6 212, so 24 plus 6 30. And for this 512, so 60 plus 10 70. Now I got the molar masses of both the gases. Now I can calculate the moles of both the gases. So x divided by 30 plus 100 minus x divided by 70. From this finally we will get the value of x, that is nothing but percentage, because the total mass itself he has given as 100. Out of 100 is nothing but the percentage. So finally you should evaluate the value of x here and try to cancel 0, 0, 0 commonly, no problem, you can solve. Right? This is 20. 3 7s are 21, 20 is 420. 7x plus 300 minus 3x. So 4x is equal to 120, x is equal to 30. Right, students? That is our answer, 30%, 30 grams out of 100. So the percent itself nothing but 30 grams. Write down the next question, students. Write down along with me, please get ready. Write down the mass of one mole of an element x, 1 mole of an element x is 0.444, write down, students, times the mass of 1 mole of element y, 1 mole of element y. Write down, students. And one more data also has given. 1 average atom of element x, again x has 2.96 times that of 1 atom of C12, that of 1 atom of C12, and he is asking you to calculate, write down, students, what is the atomic mass of, gram atomic weight of y, the element y. Write down, students. Once again I am repeating. The mass of 1 mole of an element x is 0.44 times the mass of 1 mole of element y. One average atom of element x has 2.96 times that of 1 atom of C12. And finally, he is asking you to calculate the atomic weight of Y, gram atomic weight of Y. I think you have noted down. Now let me go for the solution. So our final task is to calculate the GAW of Y. I have written in a sequence here, observe students. Why I have written the question like that? Solution also I can do the same area, in the same area. You concentrate. Mass of 1 mole of element X. What is 1 mole of element? 1 mole of element means nothing but Avogadro number of atoms of an element, nothing but GAW. So instead of all this, I can simply write down, students, GAW of X is equal to 0.444 times the mass of 1 mole of element Y. Mass of 1 mole of element Y means again Avogadro number of atoms of an element, nothing but GAW of Y. How many times? 0.444 into GAW of Y. Now our final task is to calculate this one. So you should have the value of this, that is gram atomic mass of X, that we can get from here. Here simply given 1 atom of element X, I am writing mass of 1 atom of X is equal to 2.96 times that of mass of 1 atom of C12. I have written. See, observe students. I am going to multiply both sides with Avogadro number. So it becomes mass of Avogadro number of atoms of C12. This is nothing but gram atomic weight of carbon. So simply you can write 2.96 into 12 here. 2.96 into 12 here. Right, students? Now, this side 1 atom of X into Avogadro number. So nothing but gram atomic weight of X. Now you got the gram atomic weight of X. Now you can substitute the value here to get your final answer. Please concentrate, students. Now I got GAW of X as 2.96 by 12 is equal to 0.444 into GAW of Y. Now I am writing final step here. So GAW of Y is equal to, take this one also to this side, and 2.96 divided by 12 into 0.444. So approximately you will get it as 80 students. So that is how we have to get the solution. This is conceptual based question, simply based on the concept of GAW and the mass of one atom of element. That relation, based on that simple relation, he has framed this question. So, but what the concept we are using here, the simple basic level definition level concept. With that only we can solve this. I think you already note down this, right? Okay, students, let me go for the next question. Write down, students, write down the question. The waste of nuclear power plant, the waste of a nuclear power plant contains C12 and C14 isotopes in the ratio, write down, students, 4:1 by moles. The ratio 4:1 by moles. What is what is the molar mass of methane gas produced, methane gas produced from this waste. Okay. This is the question, students. I am repeating, please write it down first. The waste of nuclear power plant contains C12 and C14 in the ratio 4:1 by moles. It means for every 4 moles of C12, there will be 1 mole of C14 isotopes in that nuclear waste. And from that nuclear waste, they are making methane gas. And finally, what exactly is asking you to calculate the molar, that is the molar mass of methane gas produced from this waste, means from this mixture of these two carbons in 4:1 molar ratio. So, we know as per normal calculation anybody can say this immediately answer without having the first sentence. Answer is 16, 12 plus 4. But here for carbon you are not supposed to take it as 12, because that carbon possesses, some of them are 12 mass number and some of them are 14 mass number. Then once again we have to go for the average atomic mass of carbon there, and from that finally we can calculate the molar mass of the methane which is produced from the nuclear waste. Now first let me calculate the average atomic weight of carbon, 4:1 molar ratio. So 4 into 12 plus 1 into 14 divided by 4 plus 1, just like simple average calculation in mathematics. 48 plus 14, 58, 462 divided by 5. We know 12 5s are 60, 24. That is atomic mass of carbon. You should consider that as 12.4. So GMW, I am writing write down students, GMW of methane now is equal to 12.4 plus 4 into 1, that is 16.4. That is your answer. This is a simple question just for relaxation. Let me go for the next question. Write down students. Suppose two elements, write down students fast, two elements X and Y combine to form two compounds, write down students, combine to form two compounds XY2 and X2Y3, two compounds XY2 and X2Y3. Write down the data students first. When 0.05 mole of XY2 weighs 5 grams and 3 into 10 power 22 molecules of X2Y3 weighs 8.5 grams. 8.5 grams. That is data. Write down students. Calculate the GAWO of X and as well as Y. That is the target. Write down students. Two compounds 0.05 mole of XY2 weighs 5 grams. This much number of molecules of X2, Y3 weighs 8.5 grams. Okay. I am making some considerations. I am writing here, students, please copy it down. Let X be the GAW of X and Y be same I am taking without any confusion, GAW of Y. That's it, simple. Okay na? Right. See here. What is molar mass? What is molar mass? Molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of that substance. But for this he has given 0.05 mole mass. I am writing 0.05 mole of XY2 is 5 grams. If mass of 1 mole means nothing but GMW of XY2, I am writing GMW of XY2 is equal to 1 by 0.05 into 5. 1 by 0.5 into 5. So, how much you will get? If you multiply 100, so it becomes 100. Okay, leave it. Now, second one, write down students, second one. He has given molecules and weight. To get molar mass, how many molecules we have to take? 6 into 10 power 23 molecules. That we have to utilize here. I am writing 3 into 10 power 22 molecules of X2Y3 is 8.5 grams. Okay, students. But for calculation of molar mass, how many molecules you have to take? 6 into 10 power 23. Now, from this, I am going to get gram molecular weight of X2Y3, students, right, is equal to 6 into 10 power 23 by 3 into 10 power 22 into 8.5. 8.5. This is 2. 10 power 22, 23 get cancelled. That is 2 into 8.5, 17 into 10, 170. Now, I got the molar masses of both the substances. How you will get molar mass? By adding respect to atomic weights. Atomic weight of X I have taken as X and Y I have taken as Y. So, X plus 2Y is equal to 100. One relation. Here 2X plus 3Y, I got it as 170. If you solve these two, you will get X as 40 and Y as 30. So, that is the final answer, students. Okay. I am going to conclude this session with this numerical. If you observe carefully what exactly I am teaching you from the previous session, in the previous session I have go for some low level and slowly I am increasing the level of the question. So, from the first session onwards, you should follow a proper sequence to our learned concepts first of all, and then only it is possible to understand this numerical, students. Don't waste time and please follow carefully. Thank you.